All right, so forget the intro, man. We gotta talk, right? I just finished watching the live stream and I'm feeling some type of way about this update. In one hand, I'm very, very excited. You guys know I'm the hype beast, right? And the fact that the very first character I ever chose from a selector in Marvel Future Fight is getting a uniform, which is Ghost Rider. By the way, in case you haven't heard that story like 50 times already from me, right? In addition to that, one of my favorite characters in this game, which is Blade, right, is actually getting a uniform later on once the update goes live. Very, very excited about those two things. Dormammu's getting a tier 3. Elsa is getting an awakened skill. Moon Knight's getting a uniform, right? On paper, this looks like a fantastic update, right? However, just keep in mind, most of these things are not going to be free. You're going to have to buy uniforms and you're going to have to buy at least one character. So, what I do want to talk about in this though, for the most of the video, I can't even formulate a proper sentence, man. Like, I'm actually upset. I'm legitimately upset, right? And what I'm upset about is the fact that I feel as though the Future Fight team feels that we are very stupid. Like, I feel like sometimes they just sit back and they think, wow, you are all idiots. And it's so easy to manipulate you. Sometimes that's realistically how I feel, right? And the reason why I say that is because we saw the sneak peek for ABX, and I made a long video about that where I'm saying to you guys, as soon as you see ABX in the mix at any point in time, the first thing that should come to your mind is monetization, because that game mode is literally a gravy train for Marvel Future Fight. They milk this thing and they've been milking it and they will continue to milk it until this game dies. That's just what it is, right? And it's very easy to manipulate the people at the top because they want to stay there, right? So what am I talking about? Well, we saw that ABX was getting a rework and many of us were silly enough to dream that we could possibly be getting better rewards, right? And even though it's not finalized yet, and I know some of you guys are going to say, keep hope alive. Hopefully what we saw in the live stream is not what's coming to the live server. And hopefully what we see in the APK is better, right? By the way, I don't have the APK yet, right? And if that's not the case, hopefully what's in the APK is not what's in the... Like, how many times do we have to tell ourselves that, right? We've been telling these people that the rewards need to justify the effort in ABX time and time and time and time and time again. And the one thing that they've consistently done over the years is make this piece of content harder and harder and harder by increasing the cap multiple times, or making the boss, the Frost Beast that is, have an insane amount of damage reduction, and then making it so that you need a special ability to interact with that roar, right? Which is silence. And then once people have actually gone out of their way to discover this thing, master the art of silencing the Frost Beast, investing into like 14 different characters or maybe 10, depending on how you like split your characters across the different days and the different weeks, right? After people have done that, they've decided, okay, we are going to tweak Extreme Alliance Battle now because you guys have gotten comfortable. You've gotten to the point where you now have 10 to 14 characters that can hit the cap of 7 million every single day, right? So now what we're going to do is make it so that all of that, for the most part, means nothing. Because now it's not just silence that works against the Frost Beast, it's actually going to be burn and paralysis. And what that does is it opens the gates for other debuff effects to apply to the Frost Beast in the future. Which means we go from just 10 characters having silence and them just basically controlling the ABX meta to now every week it's going to be a new effect on the Frost Beast and you're going to have to build characters according to that. So week 1, it's silence. Week 2, it's burn. Week 3, it's paralysis. What's stopping them from making it so that week 4, it's poison? Week 5, it's cold. Week 6, it's stun. Week 7, it's defense down. Week 8, it's charm. You see what's going on there? And eventually, every single week is going to be a different type of debuff that's in the game. And it will make it so that you go from only needing 10 to 14 characters to basically be top tier in Extreme Alliance Battle to needing like 50 or 60 characters because there's so many different weeks. Now, I'm the kind of person where I love variety. If you've been following this channel, you know one of my favorite sayings is variety is the spice of life, right? So I'm all for that variety. I'm all for shaking up the ABX meta and making it so that you have to use different characters and giving different characters a spotlight. Imagine a week when bleed is what you use to stop the Frost Beast from roaring and increasing his defense. Then we all of a sudden see characters that have bleed on their skills as meta characters for ABX. Seems like a pretty cool idea, but in actuality, what this does is it opens the gate for these guys to make an infinite amount of money, and all while not even changing the rewards, right? Because now the characters that you use on week 1, you probably won't be able to use them on week 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So guess what's happening? You use the characters on like Odin or Silver Surfer or whoever, right? That have silence on week 1, and then on week 2, it's like, I don't know, poison or whatever. So now you have to take off your CTPs off of all the characters that have silence, and then you have to put them on the characters that have poison damage. And then go build up your Madam Viper or your Shadow Shell or whatever. And then week 3, it's cold. Then you have to take off the CTP or go gamble for more CTPs. You see what I'm saying? It's a slippery, slippery, slippery slope. I'm all for variety. But the thing is, if they're going to keep the rewards exactly the same while hiding this whole like the scheme under disguise of like, oh, we're reworking ABX to make it more fun. No, you're not doing it to make it more fun, bro. Just be honest. You're doing it because there's an infinite amount of revenue to be made here by making it so that there's 20 different weeks in ABX. Essentially making it so that you need 200 different characters, right? I wouldn't have a problem with this if they were actually going to make it so that the rewards in ABX were actually going to help you keep up on the different weeks. You need that marble. You need to stop treating us like we are idiots. Some of these people, they only see like what's in front of them. They're not seeing 2 or 3 steps ahead, 2 or 3 months ahead, right? But I'm not stupid. I see what's happening here. The variety that you guys are trying to create under the guise of it being a fun experience is just an avenue for you to make more revenue. Because you can create an infinite amount of weeks with all the debuffs that's currently in the game. It's facts, right? You're basically using the whole fun factor as a guise to hide that you're just trying to monetize ABX even further. And I wouldn't have a problem with it if you were actually going to buff the rewards. The rewards that I saw on the live stream look exactly the same as what's in the game already, and that cannot be the case. Some of you guys are going to tell me, yo, you're jumping the gun, just wait and see. How many times have we waited? Like how many times have we waited and saw and still got disappointed? I'm pointing this shit out right now so whoever is in charge realizes that I'm not stupid. And if I'm not stupid and I'm half retarded, it means most of y'all with a fully functional brain can see what's going on here, and y'all ain't with that foo-foo lame shit, so they gotta come correct. They definitely, absolutely have to, bro. Like, if you guys are satisfied with them leaving ABX rewards exactly the same as they are right now, just realize that eventually there'll be an infinite amount of weeks. Well, not an infinite amount, but as many types of debuffs that we have in the game, there'll be a week for that too, right? Because if paralysis is now a thing that can stop the boss from roaring, what's the difference between paralysis and stun? It's literally the same thing, just a different name, right? So it means that can also be a thing that they apply to a different type of Frost Beast in the future and just monetize characters that have stun for that week. It's very easy to see, right? So because of that, I absolutely have to demand that they definitely increase the rewards for ABX. Okay, I'm not going to like sit here and let my hype from my guy Blade getting a uniform hide the fact that they're trying to like rework, and it's not even a rework, bro, because it's they're monetizing free to play characters. That's what uniforms are. Let's be honest, bro. It's monetization of free units. That's just what it is, right? But it's the best we can get. It's the best we can hope for, right? They're basically using these reworks, in quotes, for these characters to hide the fact that they're doing something even more sinister to ABX. Because it's easy to see when they increase the cap from 3 million to 5 million. That's very easy to see that they want you to buy more CTPs and invest more in your characters to hit those numbers. But when they say, oh, we're just changing the typing of the beast and making it so that different effects apply to him, many people don't see that what they're doing is making it so that different characters are viable on different weeks. And it's a whole different character you have to build. It's a whole different character you have to give a CTP to. It's all of that you have to do. And it's on a weekly basis. Now, some of you guys are going to say, well, you don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to play the game mode. That's true. But then that's one less piece of content in the game for you to play. And eventually, there's going to be nothing left for you to play because you play World Boss and Shadowlands so much that you're just bored. And then you're like me, you're going to play 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross PvP all day. Right? That's just what it is. I'm very annoyed by the fact that they took the opportunity to do something amazing for ABX and just basically use it as a money move. Now, some people, they're not going to say anything about it. They're just going to be hyped about the characters and the uniforms. By the way, let me show you how sinister these guys are. I'm willing to bet a $25 gift card. And I hope I'm wrong so I can give this money away. I haven't seen the APK yet. Swear to you on my life. Which is not even mine to swear on. Right? Morbius is going to be a paywall character. Ask me how I know this. No, I don't have future sight. No, I'm not God. Shout out to the Holy One. Right? Whoever you believe in. Right? The fact is, Moon Knight and Elsa Bloodstone have an awakened skill coming in this update. And they're linked to Morbius. Check this out though. That means that if you want to awaken Elsa Bloodstone when she gets her awakened skill, or Moon Knight when he gets his awakened skill, guess what you're going to need to do? You are going to need to tier 2 Morbius, which is probably going to be a paywall character. Now, luckily, he's probably going to be in the Future Pass for free. But that's only a monthly thing. So once that Future Pass is gone, these characters, Moon Knight and Elsa Bloodstone that is, they'll still have their Awakened skill. New players coming in, they see Moon Knight in his Mr. Moon Knight uniform or whatever, right? And they're like, yo, I want to awaken my guy Moon Knight. I'm crazy like Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, this character is paywall. I gotta go over here and go buy the Biosub. Just to unlock the potential for a free unit. You feel me? I hope I'm wrong, man. And if I'm wrong, like I said, I put my money where my mouth is, man. I give away a $25 gift card to anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll pick somebody at random, but I'll give you $25 so you can go ahead and do whatever you want with it. Right? The fact is, man, these guys are sinister. Actually sinister. And one other thing I want to say before I wrap this thing up, all right? There's 3 characters getting an awakened skill in this update. There's more than likely going to be 2 tier 3s. So it's going to be probably, well, we already know it's Dormammu getting 1. The next one is more than likely going to be Ghost Rider. That means we're getting 5 major upgrades in terms of power, not counting uniforms. If you're free to play or a low spender, don't try to keep up. Do not try to keep up. Watch the YouTube videos from whoever it is you watch, whether it's Alex, whether it's Forgo, whether it's Frankie, whoever, right? Whoever you watch. I don't care if you don't want to watch me because I'm just a madman. That's fine, right? But watch those videos, take the information that they're offering you, and then make a decision. Don't invest in 5 different characters because you're not going to be able to keep up every month. And some of these characters you're not going to need, you're not going to play with. You're just feeding into the hype. And that's going to run out Trust me. All right. So we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to share my thoughts after I watched the live stream. And I'm saying some of you guys know, like I was kind of like harsh in the live stream, but that's just me, man. You know what I'm saying? I give you guys me. That's the part of YouTube, man. It's about giving myself to you, right? Anyway, so if you guys hate the video, hit the dislike button. If you like the video, like the video. Comment down below, let me know how you're feeling, right? I'm happy. I'm happy that characters like Blade and Ghost Rider that's been in the game, Elsa Bloodstone as well, for a very, very long time, are finally gonna be like someone worth mentioning. Hopefully they're really, really good for a really, really long time, since they've been really, really bad for a very long time. But she was meta at one point. She has 2 uniforms that I have a legendary, so she was meta at one point. Blade was never meta, even though I love him to death. Like, that's just what it is. He was never meta. Ghost Rider never meta. All right. So I'm happy for certain things in the update, but I'm also very disappointed that they took an opportunity to rework a piece of content that people have been begging for a rework for, and do it justice by giving it proper rewards. And it doesn't seem like they did that. It just seems like they just found a way to sneakily make it more difficult and made it so that you have to spend more money over time in a way where most people, unless they analyze it and look carefully, are not going to notice until they're like, wait, I'm switching CTPs every week now. Previously, I didn't have to do this. Huh? So, yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just crazy. It's just a rambling. You know what I'm saying? The ramblings of a madman. And if that's the case, that's cool. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I hope nothing I said in this video is accurate. Because if that's the case, that's a major win for the game. Well, that's not true. I hope these guys are good. Like I did say, I hope their uniforms are really good and they are relevant long term, right? But I hope everything that I said in regards to these guys trying to find a sneaky way to monetize ABX, I hope that is all wrong, and I hope the rewards are really good. But from what I saw from the live stream, doesn't look like they're changing anything. Doesn't look like they're changing anything. And I know you guys are going to say, wait for the update, wait for the update. We've waited for multiple updates for multiple different pieces of content, and what we saw in the live stream never really changed in the live server or in the APK. So it is what it is. A lot of times they take us for suckers, and we got to stop holding on to hope, because reality, as Thanos said, is often very disappointing.